If y'all did not know, Young Thug is out of the frying pan and into the fire again. Young Thug, most of us know he's a hip hop artist. He was in a trial it's the longest criminal trial ever in the history of Georgia. He ended up, getting off with 15 years probation, and he can't go to Atlanta for 10 years, but he can still make music. He can still make money. And he hasn't even been out a month, and he is being sued by hold on. Sunflower Vibes 24 is saying here, I know it was fair, but Katy Perry could have reinvented herself. She already has the fame. But she could have, but why? Her brand is, she's going on tour. She's selling Katy Perry merch. The woman sells loungewear. If it's something where Katy Perry was selling, maybe cookware, pots and pans, you got argument there. But if they're both selling, hoodies and sweatpants and things like that, there's crossover, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate, but them's the breaks. Okay. Yes. So Young Thug, he is being sued by AEG, which is a a music, what do you call, a record label, right? Because Young Thug had borrowed prior to getting, arrested and being on trial for almost 2 years. Young Thug borrowed $5.2 million from AEG for his tour. Okay. And he put up the copyrights to his music as collateral. So Young Thug said, hey, AEG, I'm trying to do this tour. I'm going to make so much money. And I know I'm going to make this money. So I'm going to put my catalog, my copyrights, the stuff that I make money from, the royalties I get, I'm giving that to you as collateral for this $5.2 million loan. Young Thug defaulted on the loan.
Okay. Needless to say.
Yes. Not only did he default on the loan, he was also booking shows on the side, off the books to make money so he wouldn't have to pay the record label AEG. Okay. And so when they started asking for their money back, Young Thug is like, dang, I need some money. He sold the rights to over 400 songs. This was in 2021, and he made $16 million, right? But then Young Thug got caught up. So AEG couldn't continue their lawsuit against him because it was civil, because he was undergoing a criminal trial. Now that Young Thug is out of the criminal trial, AEG said, excuse me, we had something going on before you were locked up. Run us our money. So
wait a minute. First of all, Young Thug has 400 songs.
He may not have recorded them, but who knows? Maybe he helped write songs. He may have unreleased music, things like that, right?
Okay. So wait a minute. So he sold the same songs that he had up for collateral?
Yes.
See, now all the racketeering and stuff makes sense. This is crazy.
Right? So imagine somebody you lend somebody $500. They say, okay, for this $500, I'm going to leave you this expensive watch. This expensive watch is going to be collateral. They don't pay you back your money, and they sell the watch.
Yeah, that's
disrespectful.
Totally.
So Young Thug sold the rights to over 400 songs in 2021, and AEG said, run us that money back, sir. You owe us $5.2 million plus interest and whatever damages, because we've had to run after you and wait for you while you were in a criminal trial. So do y'all think Young Thug has, well, at least 5.2 million, but do you think he has any of that $16 million left after this ridiculously long trial? What do we think Young Thug's finances are looking like?
I'm sure the lawyers have eaten all of that up.
Okay.
I know if I was fighting for my freedom, I would spend every single dime on it. So I'm sure that money is gone.
Right. So AEG, what are they supposed to do? What options do they have?
They better eat it.
They collections. You think one of the biggest record labels in the world is going to eat it? No. What they're going to do is they're going to go to the people who Young Thug sold the rights to and say, hey, this was not an authorized deal because he owes us money. So run us our money. right? So they're either going to ask for the copyrights back, or they may just ask for the monetary amount that you know that
Wait,
they
but if
want.
they've
I should
already bought it from Young Thug,
They did. Now,
how are they responsible for paying back his debt? I mean,
that
basically, he sold something that wasn't his.
yes.
However,
Mhm.
does that fall on the purchaser?
Now, I'm not saying that they would have to give him cash. They may have to turn over the rights to the music.
Right, because it wasn't his to sell. So
Yeah,
he basically sold them a car with no title.
yes, exactly. So it's like, they've this company, yes, Sunflower Vibes, they essentially would have to pay his debt. He sold the rights to this company. They're making money off of the royalties for these 400 songs that Young Thug Young Thug sold, the rights that Young Thug sold to them. And AEG is probably going to be like, run us them copyrights back so we can get the royalties to pay off his debt. Right? Sunflower Vibes said, so do they get the money back? No. No. They would have to sue Young Thug for that money. They would have to sue him for the $16 million and say that, you knew you weren't supposed to sell this to us, and you sold us sham goods.
That sounds like a whole nother crime and a whole nother trial to me.
And that's the whole thing. Like, was that a crime, or was it a violation of a contract? Right. So we have to see if this is going to violate Young Thug's probation, which would throw him right back in jail. And then nobody gets the money.
Can he just file bankruptcy and just go hell with it? I mean, come on.
Some debts cannot be discharged in bankruptcy. And just because you file bankruptcy doesn't mean that you don't owe the money anymore. Some bankruptcies just allow you to restructure so you can maybe get a payment plan, whatever. I don't know. But, good luck to him. May the Lord be on his path.
Oh,
Sunflower Vibes said, I'm hurt for them. I'm hurt for them too, right? Imagine having to turn over $16 million worth of merchandise that you purchased, because the person who sold it to you wasn't supposed to sell it to you.
So I'm thinking either there was some forgery or something involved. Because how do you, I wouldn't buy something without, the documentation that it was yours to sell, especially with that kind of money. So I'm thinking it's probably not going to be the sale. It's going to be like forgery and all the stuff that goes with a faulty sale.
Well, here's the thing. Had the tour gone well and Young Thug, made that money, he could have just paid off AEG, right?
But he got locked up in the meantime.
Right. So he was cash poor. He needed to when did he get locked up? Because it's 2024. I don't can somebody remind me when his trial started? Because he sold the rights to the songs in 2021. So I'm trying to figure out if this was just a liquidation sale so that he could pay his legal team. Y'all want to let me know? Because I remember there being an issue. His legal team was complaining that they were not getting paid. Y'all let me know. But yeah, so Young Thug, he's gonna have to pay somebody. I don't know. He's do some local shows, do whatever you got to do, sir. But you need to be out performing and making money, because you owe a lot of people money, and you owe a lot of money.
Okay, he didn't get arrested until May of 2022.
Okay, so then so it was a cash grab. He defaulted on the $5.2 million loan and then sold the rights. Oh, what a jerk.
Right. But if he didn't get arrested until May 2022, and it was RICO, I'm sure there was some, you know what I mean? He probably knew that they were on his trail. He's probably trying to get his shit together.
Unload stuff so he can, I don't know, maybe come back and get it later. But either way, Young Thug got problems. Okay.